What is up, everyone? My name is Andrew, and you should subscribe because, like, why not? But anyway, today I'm going to be doing my 2020 most anticipated releases video, and I'm very excited because this year has some really awesome books coming out, and I kind of made a list of what books that I am excited about personally and that I will be buying and I will be reading. So I only have like 9 or 10 books on this list because this year I'm really focusing on getting my TBR down. And I don't want to just keep buying everything that comes out because I don't need it, because I have a lot of stuff that I need to get through. I have a lot of series that I need to read still, so I'm just like chilling on buying books, but I will be buying all of these most likely. So the first book on my list is Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. This book is coming out on May 19th, and I am very excited. This is the infamous Hunger Games prequel that we are all buzzing about, that Twitter blew up about yesterday because it was just released last night or yesterday, that the main character of this prequel is going to be President Snow. And I think that is crazy. I think that is a very big, like, bold move of Suzanne Collins, but I honestly see why it would be perfect for a prequel. We do not often get a villain origin story. We do not often get both sides to the good and the bad forces of a book, of a character, and so I'm excited for it. I don't know why people are mad about it. I don't know why people are like saying they're not going to read it anymore, because I mean, at the end of the day, you know, Suzanne Collins is the author. This is her work, so we should trust her that she knows what she's doing and that she knows the best avenue to tell another story and to continue this world and whatever. Because to me, yes, I thought we were going to get like another games, like the first ever games, but then again, we've already had 2. Like, we can't just keep having them because then people would think it was just repetitive. I think this is going to be a very awesome prequel to explore. I think that it is going to give us some insight to Coriolanus Snow's mind before he ever became a villain. And personally, I could make a whole video on my predictions for the Hunger Games prequel, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm not going to get into it now. I'm not going to get into it. Okay, I could make a whole separate video on my theories, but okay, let's just not get in with it. But just know that I am very excited for the prequel. I hope you are, and let's not, you know, kill it before it gets a shot at living, okay? The next book I have is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. This book comes out on March 3rd, and listen, okay, I had never read any Sarah J. Maas until the end of last year. Like, I started Throne of Glass in December, and I am now on Tower of Dawn, and it is like January 20th. So I am flying through Throne of Glass. I'm loving it. Like, the more that we get in with the story and the more that it changes, and it's definitely, the story grows and expands, and it's really amazing, and I definitely like it a lot more now that I'm getting towards the end. But I just love Sarah J. Maas, and I think I'll read anything by her. I'm gonna read Court of Thorns and Roses after I finish this. So when Crescent City comes out, I believe it is just like a high fantasy, adult fantasy. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's adult. And it is going to kick off the House of Earth and Blood series. And I'm here for it. It seems like a really exciting plot, and the cover was really pretty, so I'm excited. I'm here for it. I can't wait to read it. The next book I have on here also comes out on March 3rd, and it is literally my most anticipated release of 2020. It is the only thing that I've already pre-ordered. It is the only thing that I am like waiting on and like crying for every day, and that book is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. It is the first book in the Last Hours series, and I cannot wait, let me tell you. If you can't tell, I love Cassandra Clare, okay? And I love Gem, and I love the Infernal Devices, and the fact that we get this continuation, because if you don't know, the Last Hours trilogy is going to follow up to the Infernal Devices trilogy. She has said that you can read it without ever having read any of the Shadowhunter books, which I think is awesome because a lot of people complain that you can't just go into this world anywhere. So there you go. You can do it now. Like, you have no excuse. But I am just a huge Cassandra Clare stan. I think that she writes amazing, and the more that I talk to other people about it who are fully involved in the Shadowhunters like world, or people that I meet who have read these books, we kind of all agree that she writes characters so well. She is probably my all-time favorite author for writing characters, for writing world building, for writing, humor, like she has it all. And I just cannot wait for Chain of Gold. Just cannot wait to meet this new cast of characters and see what Cassie does with this crew, but I am just so excited. So, continuing with another Cassandra Clare book that is coming out this year, which is coming out in September, that book would be The Lost Book of the White. The Lost Book of the White is the second book in the Eldest Curses series. It is the sequel to Red Scrolls of Magic, which I got to meet Cassie Clare for last year on the release day of, and I already read it, and I love it, and my book is personalized, and I just love Alec and Magnus's story, and The Lost Book of the White will be a continuation of that, and we will just get to see Alec and Magnus grow even more. So the Eldest Curses started off between City of Glass and City of Fallen Angels, and I believe this book is following exactly after that, so I'm not sure if we are ever going to like catch up on the timeline or if the Eldest Curses is just always going to be in the past, but we're just getting more insight. I don't know, but I think that Cassie has a plan, and I think that she writes everything for a reason, and I'm very excited to continue Alec and Magnus's journey. Another book I have is One of Us is Next by Karen McManus. This book came out on January 7th, but I haven't picked it up yet. I did read One of Us is Lying, and I thought it was pretty good. It's not the most memorable or the most exciting and phenomenal book, but it's a good read. And do I think it's enjoyable and entertaining? Yes. Should you read it? If you like mysteries and thrillers and killer and finding the killer, then yeah, go ahead and read it. Like, I enjoyed it. So the next book I have is by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and that is Aurora Burning. This cover is so gorgeous. Like, whoever's designing these covers is just like on their game, because I love these covers. But this is the sequel to Aurora Rising, and this book is very popular, very hyped. I haven't read Aurora Rising, but did I still put Aurora Burning on my list? Of course I did, because I'm gonna read it pretty soon, and I know that I'm gonna like it because I love Jay Kristoff. I've heard so many good things about these books, so I can't wait. I'm gonna buy it. Like, I'm just gonna need it to match Aurora Rising, so I'm here for it. I'm excited. And that one comes out on May 5th, so, you know, we got a little ways, but I'm very excited. Another book that is a sequel coming out this year is We Free the Stars by Hafsa Fazl. This book is one that I think the cover is gorgeous. It matches like perfectly with We Hunt the Flame. I have not read We Hunt the Flame. I own it. I'm gonna read it. I'm excited. I know a lot of people that love We Hunt the Flame, so I want to read it, and I want to get on like the We Hunt the Flame train, and that book comes out on May 12th. So a book that is coming out by a new author that I have never read anything from, but I just am in love with the cover, and I keep seeing it on Twitter, and I just am in love with it. It is called Forest of Souls by Lori Lee. This cover is so gorgeous. I'm not sure if this is her debut novel or not, and that one comes out on June 23rd, so I am very excited for when that one comes out, and I'm sure I will pick it up like on the release day. So the final book that I want to talk to you guys about is probably a bit controversial because it is a sequel, and the first book that came out in this series was very hit or miss for a lot of people. Everyone either loved it or hated it. I loved it, and honestly, I don't know. Okay, so this final book is Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. I'm sorry, like, I loved Serpent and Dove. I thought it was very good. I did see a few flaws, but overall, I think everybody is being too harsh on Serpent and Dove for it being a debut novel, for it being a pretty different story than what we've been seeing in YA, for her taking a lot of risk and like upping certain things like that are not typically in YA. I'm talking about like the romance was pretty up there, like the world building wasn't the best, but the characters were still really funny and really good, so I'm just like. But anyway, Blood and Honey is a sequel to Serpent and Dove, and the way that Serpent and Dove ended was just, so I'm very excited. I think we're gonna get a lot more like witchy stuff. I think we're gonna have a lot more development in Reed and Lou's relationship, and I'm here for it. I'm excited. I'm really ready to see the cover because I wonder what it's gonna like look like, and they haven't released it, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be awesome, but I don't know. Blood and Honey is just one that I knew as soon as I finished Serpent and Dove I was gonna pick up whenever I can because I really want to read the sequel. I really hope it's not as slow to get into because that was one of my biggest problems with Serpent and Dove. It took me like 100 pages to get into it, so I hope that now that the exposition is over, we can just get it right into it with Blood and Honey, but we will see. So that was everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let me know down below if you have any that I didn't put on here that you're excited for in 2020. But I cannot wait to read these. A lot of good books are coming out this year. Hopefully I won't pick up any extras, but I might because, you know, I am bad at keeping my money when it comes to books. But overall, this year seems like a good reading year, and I'm here for it. I'm excited, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like this video down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!